This is the First Estate Nagamati Gnostic text. Going to go to the book of Melchizedek. Final warning to Melchizedek. These things which I was commanded to reveal also to others as I have done. But that which is secret, do not reveal to anyone unless it is revealed to you to do so. Word is black from the Online Etymology Dictionary. Revelation chapter 22, verse 16. I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify to you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright morning star. As you can see, the word black means bright, shining, glittery. Bright as in wisdom and intelligence. Black is an all-purpose word. Just needs to be used in its proper context. Strong's Concordance. This book contains the definition of every word in the King James Bible. Black, once again. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. So Jew, or Judah, means praised, son of Jacob, by Leah. This frame indicates that all 12 tribes are known as Jews or Judah, maintaining their tribal names and blessings, but they're all one race, and that is Black American. Now, Dan is one of the sons of Jacob. Dan also means martial arts, because the children of Israel founded martial arts. Not the Chinese, not the Japanese. Now, here we have the word Dan, means judge, fifth son of Jacob, first of Bilhah, Rachel's handmaid. In the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 14, when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. Yeah, judgment. That's what it means. Okay? Because once again, Dan, children of Israel, were expert fighters. Okay? In martial arts. That's why you get first degree black belt Dan, second degree black belt Dan, third degree black belt Dan. We're experts at this. Okay? Now Dan is also the dawn of America. Now, you note here that we were once called Dan as a whole nation, okay, before the nation of Israel was even brought into existence. Dan was our name, which means judge over the whole earth. Now, word is bearing, which means Danish. Book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 17. Okay? Gilead abode beyond Jordan, and why did Dan remain in ships? Okay, why did Dan remain in ships? See, Danish. Danish means Dan. So, bearing. We have the Bering Strait right here, and as you can see, Canada. Beneath Canada would be the U.S. Book of Matthew, chapter 7, verses 13 and 14. Enter in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because strait is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Yes. So, you have the Bering Strait right here, remember? Bering means Danish. So Dan came through here. We were sailors as well. Navigators of the sea. Okay? Now, brings us to the word Eskimo. All right? Now, a general term used to refer to a number of groups inhabiting the coastline from the Bering Sea to Greenland and the Chukchi Peninsula in northeast Siberia. Okay? Now, we move here to the word Eskimo. Let you read this in your own leisure. Once again, you can read this in your own leisure. Now, in northern Canada, historically, there were ethnic feuds between the Dene and the Inuit, as witnessed by Samuel Hearne. in 1771. Okay? Said the Inuit and the Dean. So the Inuit are the Eskimos. But who are the Dean? Well, we go back to the word Danish. Now, right over here, highlighted, we see the word Dean. Okay? Now, down here, very bottom, Danish also means Dan. So Dan is the Deans. So the children of Israel are already on this land known as North America. And Dan would fight a rival known as the Inuit. You would call the Eskimos. All right? Now, the word is Hoopa language. You see right here, the word is Dean. At the very bottom, spoken along the lower course of the Trinity River in northwestern California. So Hoopa. Now Hoopa, then we have Re. Back to the original place. Again, anew. Once more. That's what Re means. Now Tas, as we see, means test. Here, a small tub or basin. Okay? For washing something. Now, fuse the whole word together. Uparitas, which means servant. Now, in the book, John chapter 18, verse 36, Jesus answered, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence." Okay, so Dan, being of the servants of God, remember, going all the way back to Abraham, he took, servants and pursued the enemy unto Dan. Remember, for judgment. These same servants are with Jesus. See, tribe of Dan wasn't thrown away, and there were some good Danites and bad Danites. But Jesus was letting Dan know also that you have an enemy in the making down the road in the future. Okay? And they're going to be known as the Inuits. Okay? And other Indian tribes coming in to America trying to claim your land. Okay? And also, you see that the Jews, there are two types of Jews. There's Black Americans, who are the real Jews, but then you had those Jews back then that are calling themselves Jews today. Those ones. And those ones also had a lot of allies that were coming against Jesus and his disciples and his nation as a whole. Okay? And this is basically to confirm that we had wars known as the Indian Wars. Okay? It's not what the government tells you. I'm here to tell you the truth. Right here. Servants, ministers, officers. That's who is on the side of Jesus. Danites, which was the whole house of Israel. Said, my servants would fight if this were my kingdom, which means my turn. It wasn't our turn back then to keep the kingdom. The inevitable happened, and we lost the land, and we've been reclassified as slaves that came in from Africa, which is not the truth. But now is the time that we're going to fight for our land. So anyway, it's been the First Estate with another lesson. I'll see you in the next one.